Hey there! Welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse Podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 2 of season 7 of my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. The introduction of each podcast episode of season 7 will start off with a great meditation track. Hey, I tell you, I love this track. Listeners from all over have from previous seasons have expressed their love for it as well. For me, it helps relieve the tension and stress we all deal with in our everyday busy lives. So sit back and enjoy. I will be right back with today's topic and discussions. So relax and place all life problems and concerns on pause. Let's take a flight on angel wings. Enjoy. Man, nice. I hope it brought you a feeling of serenity into a place of clarity that everything will work out all right. Hey, I'm telling you, every time I listen to it, it works for me. So before we get started with today's topic, I would like to announce that I have a service that I am offering to the public that is called Ask D. This is a service that is on YouTube that will allow listeners to ask questions on any topic we have discussed on the podcast or any questions in general you may have. Also, I would like listeners to leave comments or questions in comment section of Ask D YouTube segments. Hey, my credentials to answering questions are based on me being a certified life coach, and I am more than happy to share answers from my views, experiences, and expertise, and also offer the listening audience opportunity to give advice from each other to each other that may give others solutions to any matter concerning their well-being. Hey, with everyone getting involved, maybe, just maybe, we can make some sense out of this crazy thing called life. So come on, please join us. Now, let's get started with today's podcast episode. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 2 of season 7, I would like to use for a topic, are you making stories out of your story? Yes. Are you making stories out of your story? Hey, let's first start by taking a look at the word story. The word story is defined as a narrative, either true or fictitious, in statements or verses designed to interest, amuse, or instruct the hearer or the reader concerning a tale of someone's life, a plot of succession of incidents of a novel, poem, or drama. You know, a great writer by the name Andrew Pua simply stated, in his opinion, there are 4 types of stories to tell. They can be twisted, broken, healing, and whole stories. Hey, my friends, trust me when I tell you this. Anyone who has suffered from addiction and constantly battles and fight for their recovery can tell you all kinds of stories they have experienced with all 4 topics: twisted, broken, healing, and whole. My friends, if you ever want to hear some interesting stories that include all of these descriptions, hey, talk to a recovering addict. Most of us have stories that are very beneficial to whom is willing to listen to us tell our stories in a very intense, passionate perspective of telling our experiences that we have had dealing with our addictions. Hey, I can only speak for myself, but I have learned more from recovering addicts than I have learned from most people I have encountered. Their stories will definitely inspire you and intrigue you when you hear all what they have been through and how they have survived and triumphed. It will amaze you. I am not quite sure if people are really aware of this, because if they were, they would have a different opinion about recovering addicts. There are so many what is considered and determined as successful people in our society who are recovering addicts. I am talking from the White House, CEOs of large corporations, people that have careers that actually have a very strong input or connections to others in our everyday lives, like pilots, teachers, professors, lawyers, doctors, etc., etc. The list goes on and on. See, my friends, here is the point I am trying to make. When you hear stories from people that are recovering addicts and has reached this height of success, you will start to understand that we all have a story to tell, and how each one of our stories can impact and cause a significant change in someone else's life and change their beliefs, their way of thinking from the perception of themselves as a failure into anything is possible, and their own personal story can change and take them into a higher stories in life. Hey, let's take a quick look at the word stories. Stories is defined as a stories. A story is like a buildings. Building is one of its different levels, which is situated above levels. For example, the upper stories of the Empire State Building, higher levels of floors, higher level of decks, flights, etc., etc. My listener, in my opinion, when we take a closer look at how life is designed, it teaches us that it has many, many compartments to it. And that our experiences are used to create our own personal biography to share with each other. That will strengthen us with the ability to arise and approach life with each and every step. To climb to the next higher level of our own personal staircase of higher stories. To reach our own destiny, which is specifically designed just for you by our Creator. A success which is determined by our Creator for our own personal journey, and how it affects and influences the lessons and beauty of being able to overcome all obstacles this life can challenge us with by just sharing and telling our experiences, our story. Sharing, really get this, sharing each other's story helps. It lets you and others know that you are not the only one who ever faced the circumstances you may be dealing with. And it encourages you to overcome and keep climbing, taking the next step to reach higher stories. My friends, please never neglect to tell your story, because you never know whom you may be depriving or participating in the procrastination of the process of them from reaching their staircase of higher stories they must climb to reach their destiny. So, I guess the question is, will you tell me your story so I can use it to climb to higher stories? One thing I know for sure, and this is just for me and anyone who wishes to agree, God is changing my story every day. And that alone is more than enough for me to achieve climbing all higher stories of all challenges this life can bring. Hey, and I am not talking about materialistic things here either. I, my friend, am climbing spiritual staircase of higher stories every day. And if you want to know what it has been like for me, hey, stick around and listen to my podcasts, because I am sharing my story, and I am sure the story of others as well, on how we are climbing higher stories every day of our lives. So, will you join us? I sure hope you will. Well, that's it for episode 2 of season 7. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It is listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blog, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. Contact information is on there also, along with a lot of great ones. Also, come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. A lot of great inspiring posts and just a great group of people to chat with. Also, don't forget, be sure to check out Ask D on YouTube. All information can be found with the introduction video on YouTube. Let me know your opinions and thoughts, and also if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Talk with you again very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I slept. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Well, man, no. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I'm tired of this shit.
Tired of it.
No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, it's the detox. No. Said I'll never do it again. No.
Said I would never do it again.
No. Said I'll never do it again. No. I'm so tired of this shit. No.
Never
Said I'll never do it again. No. Relapse, man. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Oh, well, start over again. I'm going back to relapse. I'm going back to relapse.